What if I told you that the thing that's keeping you from being successful isn't your discipline, your routine, or even your systems, but it's the company that you keep? You see, the people around you are shaping your habits, your mindset, and your standards, whether you realize it or not. Hello, welcome back to JC's Learning Edge for another midweek motivation. I'm so glad that you all are here. And I'm so excited for the topic that we're talking about on today. And we're going to be talking about the importance of the company you keep. I believe this lesson is going to be so life changing and transformational and motivational. So please get your notepads out because today I'm going to give you a simple but practical way to discern who should be in your circle and who should not have influence over your future. Let's get into it. Now, I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to start off with a quote that I heard that I felt was real powerful. It says, "If I'm surrounded by four broke people, I'll eventually become the fifth. But if I'm surrounded by four millionaires, then I'll eventually become the fifth." You see, this quote isn't just about money. It's about thinking patterns, discipline, and expectation. You see, success is rarely only taught. You can be taught, but it's rarely only taught, but it's caught. You see, you begin to adapt what the people around you, tolerate, normalize, and excuse. And, the key truth is not every voice deserves the same weight in your life. Now, that I'm going to say again, not every voice deserves the same weight in your life. Some people can love you and truly love you and have all the best intent for you, but still be unqualified to lead you. I'm gonna let that sink in. Some people can love you, but still be unqualified to lead you. Now, I'm about to give you this discernment framework on how to discern, your circle or who should be in your circle. I have three questions. Y'all keep up with me. Number one, do they inspire? You need to ask, do they inspire me to grow or encourage me to stay comfortable? Stay comfortable. So do I leave conversations challenged to grow or am I comfortable staying the same, staying where I'm at? Number two, do they reinforce discipline or do they excuse dysfunction? So do they push accountability or do they justify inconsistency? I'm gonna say that one again. Do they push accountability or do they justify inconsistency? Number three, do they speak from vision or limitation? So do they expand what's possible or quietly shrink it? Are they always killing your dreams or are they pushing you to keep going towards your dreams? You see, wisdom is knowing that someone can be kind, loyal, or even familiar to you and still be dangerous to your progress. Now, I got to give y'all an action step. So here's your action step. Write down the five people whose voices influence you the most. Write down five people whose voices influence you the most. And next to each name, I want you to write one word, whether it be builder, motivator, neutral, like they don't really push you to go forward, but they also don't drag you back, or a drainer, someone who just drains all your energy, always putting your goals down. And I want you to hear me on this. You don't need to cut people off, but you need to decide who gets influence over you. Someone can be in your life, but still not have a lot of influence over your decisions. I have people in my life who I love and I know truly love me, but I'm not gonna always take, their advice as law. But I have certain people who positively impact me, and I do take their words into account when I make decisions. So that's really what I'm talking about, and this is actually something I go deeper into my book, Graduate in Half the Time: The Secrets of Self-Paced Learning, because progress isn't just about what you study, it's about, who influences your decisions when motivation starts to run low. And I'll drop the link in the description below. Also, you can scan the QR code. I have it in paperback and ebook version. Now, look, as I close, I'm gonna tell you on Friday, we're gonna go deeper. It's gonna be just great. This is a lesson that, kind of dropped into my heart last week. I just thought about, the true importance of the company you keep. We just came out of our series on the execution gap. And I realized you can have all that together. You can close the execution gap, but if your environment, if the company you keep isn't pushing success, then that can definitely hold you back, regardless if you have the systems, the identity, and everything else we're talking about. So on Friday, we're going to talk about how to keep relationships without sacrificing growth. We're going to talk about how to set boundaries without guilt. And we're going to talk about how to intentionally build a circle that supports your future, not your comfort. So if this challenged you even a little bit, make sure you're subscribed and come back for Friday's deep dive. And as always, success doesn't shout, it shows up. And I'll see you on Friday, 1 p.m. sharp. Meet me there and don't come alone. Bye bye.